Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Serrano. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, make sure you subscribe, get notified for more videos just like this. But if you're already part of the crew, salute. But today we're going to be talking about the Redmi Note 9 Pro. Now, the Redmi Note 8 Pro was a phone that was really hard to improve. Really solid phone. Now this phone had everything that you could possibly think of, from NFC to a 6.6 inch display, high res display. This thing had a really good software, 6 gigabytes of RAM, 128 gigabytes as well, or the 64 gigabyte model. But it was a really good phone with quad cameras and just has a really nice premium design. One of the phones that a lot of people who don't want to spend over $300, $200, they can get their hands on this phone, or the Redmi Note 9 Pro, which is the newer device. Now, that phone was really hard to improve, but they actually did it with this one. There's a few things they did improve: this charging speeds, the they definitely put a pro mode on the video for videos. You get a pro mode for when you're shooting, so you can like adjust the aperture, adjust the focal focus, everything of that nature. And they actually improved the button placement. You can see I have the side mounted fingerprint sensor on here, which is really nice. I like it a lot better than the one around back. Now the MIUi 12 is actually on here now. One of the things that was making me favor the Note 8 Pro, because it had the MIUi. This one just got it about a few days ago. I'm gonna get ready to download it right now on this device. I'm gonna do it as we speak. It says updates are available for the V12 version. Right now I'm gonna connect to the Wi-Fi 5 gigahertz as well, so I could get the fastest downloading speeds. But it says I can't connect right now, so I'll do that in just a second. But this device is absolutely holding up really well, and there's going to be a number of reasons why. First of all, is the build quality just feels solid. So we're getting a really nice device. Came out in March 2020. I've had it since about then. It's 2021 right now. We're heading into February. We're actually January right now, heading into February. But you can see that camera on the side, on the back of it, has a nice little bump to it. Now that's going to be the highlight of this phone, but we're going to talk about all the things I like about this phone, some of the things that I dislike, but that's going to be very few. Now the weight on this phone is 209 grams of weight. It's really solid in the hand. It does feel like metal on the sides of here, but it's not cold to the touch, which tells me it's definitely plastic. The back feels like a solid glass material. Now it's plastic with P2I nano coating. I'm not sure what that means. It's probably a composite of plastic and other materials that are really strong and durable. But it's a Glacier white. It also comes in the green and the gray as well. And this phone has 84% screen to body ratio with a camera, which is going to be a 60 megapixel on the front. I'm not sure if you can see the punch hole cut out yet, because it's all black on my wallpaper, but really nice display. Let me put a wallpaper on here so you can actually see that, but it's going to be really nice. LCD IPS display on this device, 20:9 aspect ratio, so the screen is going to be really large. This phone feels really good in the hand, even at this size. It's a rectangular phone, more or less, and the aspect ratio is pretty narrow. I'm able to reach across the screen. The haptics on here when typing, let me see. What time do the Knicks play today? So the keyboard on here is pretty cool for typing. You can see it just typed in there. Knicks played yesterday, 3-3 record. Not too bad. Let me know down below what team you actually watch in the NBA, what city you root for. Now this phone does have a 1080 full HD panel, 2400 pixels on the front by 1080, with a 395 pixel per inch density to screen resolution, which is going to be really solid. outdoors, indoors, looking at it in broad daylight, things of that nature. It does get plenty bright, no issues whatsoever. Like I did say before, we are getting NFC reading mode to help you with your eyes, Mi Share, which is kind of like AirDrop, Nearby Share for Android, Huawei Share for Huawei. Even Redmi has their own. It's called the Mi Remote is on here with your IR blaster. I'm able to control my TV with this device. I really like that. Screen recorder, I'll probably show you some picture samples with that later in the video. Screencast mode on here. You can go to edit and get to even more options. But this phone is gonna probably be one of the most customizable phones, and that's probably one of the reasons why I like it. You're able to get a ton of free themes on here using the theme store that Xiaomi has implemented on all of the devices. So there, you just go to themes, which is a general area where you can get wallpapers, themes, live wallpapers, things of that nature. You can customize your icons, fonts. Overall, it's a really cool phone. Very customizable. Also does get updates monthly. Now, after you update to the MIUi 12, you're gonna notice that if you slide down on the right side, you get your control panel similar to Apple. Sliding down to the left, you'll get your notifications. So they did a really good job designing the new UI. I really like it a lot better than the old. Now this device does have a really nice speaker setup on here. It's not a dual system for speakers, but you do get your 3.5mm headphone jack. Type-C for charging. Now let's talk about the performance. We're getting a Snapdragon 720G. You're gonna be able to play Fortnite, Call of Duty Mobile, PUBG, Asphalt 9, Gear Club, 2K20. We have the Adreno 618 series, which is really good. Snappy performance, super high frame rates when it comes to gaming on high graphic games. So as far as the sensors on this device, fingerprint sensor, proximity sensor, accelerometer, compass, gyroscope on here as well. And you also do get the 64 megapixel main camera on this device, 8 megapixel for wide angles for photos, videos, portraits for your blurred bokeh. Get that nice effect in the background at that f1.4 is my favorite setting for that. You also do get the macro 5 megapixel lens, which is going to be really nice for shooting up close, a couple centimeters away. 4K resolution on the front and back. You get it 30 frames per second with that one, but 60 frames 1080 on the main camera, regular shooting at 1080, it's pretty good. 1080 or 30 on the rear and front. Now, the 60 megapixel front facing camera is actually really good as well. This phone is probably one of my favorites in the camera department. Overall performance on this device is actually really good, and I can't stress that enough. So if you're a big fan of photography, video, really good photography, really clear photos, really crispy video where it's really stable for a low price point. Like, again, you do get Bluetooth 5.0 on this device. The Giants are winning. That's weird. Okay. My watch kept vibrating, so I was wondering what was happening here. aptX on this device is built right into the phone, which is really cool. So the audio coming out of here is going to be really good. Then you get this low energy system for advanced profiles on your audio settings. Really going to be good for the battery on this device that I want to get into in a little bit more detail. Just give me 1 second. As far as the GPS that this device supports, it's the GPS, the GLONASS, the Bladau. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but they also have the Nav-C system as well. OTG on the go, mass storage as well, and the charging on this device is really good. So the charging speed, you get 30-watt fast charging on the 5,020 milliamp hour battery, which is going to be a 2-day battery no matter what you do on the device. And you're going to get the audio headphone jack, Type-C charging, IR blaster, voice over Wi-Fi, voice over LTE on Cricket Wireless, Metro by T-Mobile, and the infrared blaster, which I did mention before, which is going to control your electronics, FM radio. So this thing is loaded pretty much with everything on board, pretty much that you can think of. It has everything that I've ever dreamed of on a device. Really good device. This is the Xiaomi Redmi Note 9 Pro. Let me know what you think down below. I'll get right back with you later, crew. Peace.